What's going on? My name's Chris Westby, also known as Chris W Productions. So you might be wondering what Chris W Productions is, and basically, we just do car stuff. But it's not like the basic car stuff where like people are doing brake changes and changing a headlight. We chop roofs off of cars, turn them into convertibles, we build drift cars, we do burnouts, we burn things, but we also like to fabricate things from scratch and turn things into things that people wouldn't think would be things. So ever since I was younger, I grew up around my grandfather, who taught me a lot about cars and showed me how to just work on cars with my hands. And now here I am doing that exact thing with no guidance and doing what I want to do, not listening to what other people want and doing it for me. Recently, I took a Subaru Outback with a buddy of mine and we chopped the roof off of it and made it a convertible, and then spray painted it hot pink. Because why not? A lot of people know me for the Miata that I have and this truck that I have that's sitting behind me, but I go way back to, I had a Mini Cooper that was fully built, stage 2. And about a year ago, I bought a 370Z, which was already built a little bit, but I also added my little touch to it, which got me mostly into the car scene to where I am now. I took that car to a ton of car shows all around New Jersey, New York, PA. It even went as far as Gatlinburg, Tennessee, which was pretty cool. It was about 11 hours of driving. Towed the car all the way there and had an absolute blast. Spent 5 days there. Made tons of friends, really got me into the car scene. Picked up a couple sponsorships with that car, which really got me flowing. And it honestly got the ball rolling for what I wanted to do with my life. Wanted to become a content creator. I was posting a lot of content with the 370Z, but then I realized that it was becoming a little too much and I wasn't having enough fun with it. I realized that the content that I was making wasn't really what I wanted to do, and I realized that you don't need to have expensive things to become what you want to be in life, which switched up my entire thought process on what I wanted to be. So a couple months ago, I sold my Z, and then I was relying on my truck, which then ended up breaking down, so I had no choice but to buy something else. And I was like, what's out there for cheap? So I picked up a Miata, and I didn't want anybody to think that I bought the Miata to replace the Z, so I made a video about it, and everybody went crazy and told me that I have to build a Miata now. Okay, so I kind of lied. Yeah. So on my last video, I pretty much said I was just gonna beat the living out of this car. This is my coffee from this morning. But I feel like I put that post out and I was expecting to get a bunch of hate on me buying a Miata, but apparently a lot of you like it. So then that ended up becoming a content starter for me. So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to put out a video a week of me slowly doing a budget build on these Miatas, and just another way to show people that you don't need all the money to build something and you can just use scrap pieces and use pieces off a marketplace and make a crazy show car that's going to win some shows. And one of my best friends is also building Miata, so we're going to have matching drift Miatas that are going to travel to car shows. I'm going to tow them with the truck, and yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting. Got a lot of stuff planned for them. So I've been at this whole content thing for a while now. A lot of my videos for a while weren't doing well. I was getting a couple hundred views per video, but I kept pushing and pushing, and I just checked my phone not that long ago, and one of my recent videos just hit 2 million views, which is pretty cool to me. But honestly, I'm not really in it for the views. I'm in it to show people that you don't need a lot of money to do what you want to do in life. You can have fun just chopping the roof off of a car, then you can go outside of the box and do what you want to do with your life and just have fun. All my Subaru fanboys out there, you ever notice that the heat doesn't work? It's kind of cold in here. I went to a car meet the other night and there was, I don't know, maybe 8 kids that were standing there, and I gave them a whole rundown because the one kid was he said that he wishes that he could live a life like this. And I was like, so why don't you? And he brought up the fact that he doesn't have money and everything. So I gave a whole spiel to these 8 kids or whatever about how I started and how I got to where I am now, and I think I kind of opened their eyes to show that they can do it. I enjoy opening up and trying to show people the way to do life, because I never had that, so that's kind of why I do the content I do, to show people that you don't need someone to hold your hand through it, and you can do it by yourself. I feel like it's hard for some people to really find their own voice and do what they want to do in their life, but honestly, it's just one of those things you just got to go for. You got to commit, and you got to not care what other people think, because regardless of what you do in life, somebody is going to hate on you. And honestly, the way that I take the hate that people, send my way as, they're hating, but they're also followers of what I'm trying to do. So you can hate on me as much as you want, but at the end of the day, I'm the one laughing on the other side because you're just watching what I'm doing. So honestly, I hope that somebody takes that to mind, and when they get hated on for something, just take it as that person's just watching every step that you're taking, and they want to be like you, so they're hating on what you're trying to do. At the end of the day, they're the ones that are suffering from it, and you're having fun in life. So don't give up on your dreams, and chase your dreams, and complete all the goals that you want, because tomorrow's never promised, and just have fun in life.